Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Webs10, and today we're going to be talking about Season 13 of Destiny 2. And I know this is going to be heresy for some of you to hear, considering that I've made so many videos over the past couple of months just absolutely shitting on this game. But Season 13 was actually very, very good. So much to the point where I would say it almost makes up for the terrible launch that Beyond Light had. And just to get started, I guess we should talk about the elephant in the room, which is the content of Season 13. And what we got at the end of the day was 3 strikes added, the Battlegrounds playlist. We got a new exotic quest mission, Presage. And we got there was a total at the 23 new weapons added in Season 13 alone. And that is just crazy because I don't think even Beyond Light added that many weapons. And we've never gotten 23 different weapons before in a single season DLC. But we got those things. We got Guardian games came around eventually. We got, the exotic heavy machine gun Heir Apparent, which is totally broken, by the way. I think that might be the most broken thing in the game. I mean, there's no reason why a player should have an almost unpenetrable arc shield as they're firing that gun. Yeah, that was more or less everything we got. The story and the writing I thought was good. Apart from a few mishaps, but that's neither here nor there. I thought that Keitel and the introduction of the Cabal, it was kind of, I feel like it was retreading the same ground, but at the same time they also managed to do something new with the Cabal and the Guardians and Zavala and everything. Yeah, it felt like there was actual tension, character development. We've got to learn more about the Cabal and their relationship with the Hive, and really what happened to their homeworld, which was destroyed by the Hive. And I thought that was a key detail. It's cool that, we have an alliance now, and they're basically going to be fighting with us for the foreseeable future, which is, we kind of need all the allies we can possibly get in our fight against the darkness. What else good did they... I mean, there was a lot of rewards. Like, I said earlier how they added 23 guns. And of those 23 guns, you had like these new pinnacle things like the 120 hand cannons, like bottom dollar, and palindrome, and the adept versions. There was a trials hand cannon. I don't remember what it was called, but it's super strong as well. But yeah, if you can get masterwork versions of those, it's you're basically golden. Let's talk about the bad real quick. Once again, Bungie really hasn't made any progress with Crucible multiplayer or Gambit. Yeah, and I don't think it's gotten really any worse, but it surely hasn't gotten any better, and we've gotten no content again not one multiplayer map, not one Gambit map. Um, the balancing is really whack. The the hackers, I play on PC now. That's my main, at least for Destiny. And the hackers are literally everywhere. I mean, you go into the competitive playlist, odds are you're gonna find at least one hacker. And it's just so infuriating because you could be doing really well and your team's, you're you're working as a team and you're basically curb stomping the enemy, and then all of a sudden these people will turn on their hacks and they just start going completely flawless, and they win the match, they win the game, and it's so infuriating because they didn't deserve the win. And some of them will try to hide it, I've noticed. They'll do some really wacky shit, and then they'll play by the rules for a little bit and then go right back to cheating. And then there's other people who just straight up don't care. They just, they'll fly through the air, they'll insta one shot you from through a wall across the map. That's another problem with people shooting through walls. I've seen that so much, especially in Gambit. You shouldn't. The enemy team should not be able to, and any enemy teammate should not be able to kill you through any barrier. And the barriers are just inconsistent throughout. But yeah, the PvP is just still such a mess. I don't understand what they're doing over there. It really feels like they don't play test at all, at least for multiplayer. They essentially expect the players to play test it, and then they maybe fix it later. And that's a big maybe. And then of course you got trials, which besides the cheaters, the rampant cheating and the rampant sweat, I know trials is an inherently sweaty game mode, but it just seems like people take it to an unreasonable level. But apart from the rampant cheating, the bugs and the glitches, it gets so bad to the point where Bungie has to take the game mode offline for weekends on end just to fix it. And it feels like every time it goes live, there's a new problem that Bungie, for some reason, does not check for before it goes live. And it just becomes a headache for everyone involved. Ever since they reintroduced trials, it has just been a complete mess. And I don't know I don't understand what they're doing over there in regards to trials and PvP. I really don't. It really feels like they just don't care. And I know some people like it at super casual, but you gotta have some semblance of balance. Like even just a little bit. It's but that's most of my thoughts on season 13. The new exotics were good. I got the new Hunter exotic chest piece. I haven't really used it yet, but it looks fun. The new season just came out a couple days ago, and I've played through it a little bit, and it seems like there's substantially less content than there was last season, which isn't fantastic, but the new match-made activity is fun, at least, and the weapons, they're different, they're unique, and they're strong, at least from what I've gotten so far. I think that's what's been keeping me and many other people playing, is the loot. There was no strikes for season 14. We're getting Vault of Glass, which I know people are excited for Vault of Glass, but I'm just not that interested. I mean, it's old content. It's stuff we've already played. Like, in the time they spent, you know, revamping Vault of Glass, they could have just made a new raid. But no, we got some mold instead. But, and honestly, after last season introducing the strikes, this season would have been a perfect opportunity to give us Gambit or PvP maps, and they just didn't do it. Which is really disappointing, but oh well, I guess. I guess we're not getting that stuff until the next expansion, which is... Honestly, I think that's horrible, but... whatever, it's how Bungie wants to run their game. And... that's all I have to really say about the game right now. I'll play through Season 14, see how it goes. I'm hoping it turns out to at least be as good by the end of it as Season 13. I don't expect it to be better. I don't think we'll get anything better than Season 13, honestly. But that's all for now. Don't forget to check out my Twitter in the description and at the end of this video. You follow me there. That's where you get updates for all the latest whenever I upload videos, whenever I just post, or whenever I post links for my streams that I occasionally do on YouTube. I've been looking into streaming on Twitch as well, but I mean, from what I've seen, it's a little more complicated than doing it on YouTube. I do have an account set up and everything, but not quite ready for Twitch yet, so... but expect, you know, more streams and other content over the summer. I'm gonna try my best. And that should be it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, recruits.